Today it is assumed that the Milky Way movement is due to the force of the supermassive black hole located in the center of the Milky Way. The supermassive black hole is a product of the Milky Way movement and not the cause of the Milky Way movement. The cause of the Milky Way movement in our universe comes from the other universe. All suns are connected to black holes and to stars that collapsed in another universe. Because of the distortion in time between the two universes, in our universe the collapse of the star has been happening for millions of years. So for millions of years the collapsed star in another universe dragging a black hole created and dragging a new sun. Because of the time distortion between the two universes, the mass entering our universe is in the form of stardust that is saturated with energy of gas and fuel. That creates the new sun. As mentioned, all three, the sun, the star that collapsed in another universe and the black hole, are dragged along the Milky Way. The cause of the phenomenon of the Milky Way shape is the black hole in the other universe and to the shape of the collapse of a star, the shape of a spiral. In fact, the process of the collapsed star in the other universe that happens in 2 days, going in our universe between 230 to 460 million years all the way to the center of the Milky Way. The big question is, does the distortion of time between the two universes correspond to the time between the collapse of the star and its disappearance within the black hole corresponds to the first time that stardust appeared in our universe until the disappearance of the new sun in the supermassive black hole? If the answer is yes, then this is what shapes the spiral shape of the suns to the center of the Milky Way. This assessment is due to the fact that the time size between the distortion of time between the universe is estimated in hundreds of millions of years in which a new sun is formed, and to the time of the way to the center of the Milky Way is also hundreds of millions of years. If the supermassive black hole was the source of the Milky Way movement, then all the way suns and stars in the Milky Way, their speed would accelerate. If the supermassive black hole was the source of the Milky Way movement, then also there was no spiral motion towards the center of the Milky Way, then we would see a direct movement toward the center of the Milky Way. It is estimated that as long as the planet collapses in another universe with a distortion of time equals the time when stardust began in our universe until the new sun enters to the supermassive black hole, that can be mathematically proven.